it's just, man, like, I just can't even fucking begin to try to enter that, like, frame of, like, why? Like, it's unfucking believable.
I think he enjoys the hell out of it, man. Like, and we talked about this on our episode that dropped on Monday with our boy Aaron Kenny of Beerly Hockey. And dude, I'm like torn between how bad of a person he is and like actually how smart he actually is in navigating all this. Like, you said it perfect though. Lowest form of human, absolute sociopath. He is Dennis Reynolds. He absolutely is Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, he's like sitting there, like talking through all this with like, maybe it's an assistant coach that's not Pascal Vincent, but he's like, no, nothing's going to happen if they don't give me their phones, but they're going to give me their phones because of the implication. Now, you've said that word a few times, Mike. What implication? The implication that things might go sideways for them if they don't give me the phone. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen, but they don't know that. It sounds like they don't want to give you their phones, Mike. Now, you're just not understanding this, okay?
Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do.
God damn it. It's just like so ridiculous. The hoops that he jumps through. And I gotta throw this up here now. And everyone bear with me. This is probably going to be pretty brutal, but immediately this came into my head that if there's a Dennis system, there has to be a Babcock system. There absolutely has to be. So I literally threw this together this morning. So I will accept all criticisms. You can send them to, I believe it's the DM of @SpokedZ on X or Twitter. That's my complaint box. But I'll pull this up here and we're just going to talk through it because it's very much in line with the way Dennis Reynolds thinks. So we have here good old Mike Babcock.
That's just good editing right there. It's just phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, just brilliant. So we've got the Babcock system as laid out by Mike Babcock. Now, the first step when you flip the board, the B, befriend ruling class. Now, this can be pretty loosely interpreted, okay? This could be, front office individuals for, let's say, an NHL hockey team. It could be, say, a captain of a team that you're working with, or hell, maybe even one of your top scorers who signed a big ticket and is going to be there long term. Get in comfortable with them, make them think you're a good guy, and have some support from those up top. Again, the ruling class. We then move on to A. Alienate the youths. It's really important that if you want to really, get into a good position and really get to know these players, that you close them into an office, invite them to your home. But the key is alienating them and making sure that they have no one else around them from their team. It's really when you're in a great environment to get to know someone. The next B is blindside with demands. Now, this can take several forms, okay? We saw it, that maybe it's something like asking them for their cell phone and rifling through it for minutes before giving it back. Perhaps it's pulling in one of your young star players and saying, hey, I want you to rank your teammates first to last. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone, though. Oh, shit. Wait, maybe I will. So this is really your chance to catch them off guard and make sure that you've put them into a really a state of submission. You want them to be your bitch. That way you're going to have a really good cohesive relationship going into the hockey season, making sure that they just feel as comfortable as they can, that you're going to help them get through the year. Then we've got the C. Con the media. You got to make sure you're peppering as much out there as you can, getting statements not only from yourself, being a reliable source that you are. You need to make sure that you bring back in that ruling class that you've already rallied with. All right? They've got to make big, strong statements in your defense so that anyone that might try and challenge you, there's really not much validity to it, especially if you're someone with Barstool Sports who really just has no cachet and everyone just wants to fucking bury you anyways online. So now that we've gotten through that, we've conned the media, we've kind of started down this path now. Next piece is offer yourself as tribute. Really being the bigger man, falling on the sword, realizing that you've become a distraction in the locker room, right? I mean, Mike Babcock, great human, noted great human by many. And, he just realized that he was a distraction. He was bringing down the Columbus Blue Jackets. No apology, which not needed because he hadn't done anything wrong, but no apology granted, and really just said, you know what, I'm going to step away because I'm a great person. I'm a good human being. I care about these players and this organization. The next C, cower away. The second it comes to light that perhaps you've misled people, perhaps you're a sociopath who, as you've seen outlined in the steps, Babco, you're a pretty scummy human being. Now, you're not going to apologize for anything you've done. You're certainly not going to address anyone on the matter because, well, why does it matter? You're just going to kind of go hide away and not address the problem and hope that it eventually just goes away. And then the final step, this one is prescribed by myself personally. Kick rocks. You are a scumbag piece of shit who should never work in hockey again at any level. You do not deserve forgiveness. The people that are coming out and calling everyone snowflakes and soft and, oh, back in the 90s and the 80s, we were tough. We could handle this. No player deserves this. This is absolute bullshit. Mike Babcock, you can absolutely go kick rocks. Z, critiques, thoughts, anything you could have maybe enhanced?
That's beautiful. I had no idea what to expect out of it. When the Hunger Games characters came up to offer yourself as tribute, that was good shit. Love the last one specifically, fucking kick rocks. Should have been done a long time ago. Now he's officially done. Like, that was his last chance. So, smell you later. That guy fucking sucks. By the way, sneaky. One of the worst parts of this is the whole thing when he invited that kid over for lunch, told him to give him his phone. Didn't even have lunch. Didn't even give him lunch.
Didn't even have fucking lunch. But no, and the one where I had to come up with another example besides just yanking cell phones. Dude, what he did with Mitch Marner is just beyond appalling. Like, what a fucking loser. And good on Brad Marchand, the great leader that he is, coming in and rallying behind his boy Mitchie and his love of dogs.
Exactly. He's a good guy, that Brad Marchand. The Babcock system, ladies and gentlemen.
The Babcock system. Almost as psychotic as the Dennis system.
Almost.
Funny thing, for anyone that doesn't know, I think I've already talked to you about this, Z, but you know how It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they kind of have like a bunch of relationships within the show outside of filming. So to any that don't know this, I'm going to basically be shattering a glass ceiling on you. Charlie is married to the waitress.
Mm-hmm.
They always were coming into the show, and it makes it so much funnier that he is the creepy dude that's trying to stalk her throughout the entire show. It's just great. That's good comedy. Many probably know by now that Mac and Dee, since the show, have gotten married. Do you know who Glenn Howerton is dating?
No.
He is dating the girl from the Dennis System episode. It's incredible. And he was on an interview for another podcast I listened to and basically said, like, yeah, you guys don't understand how brutal it is that, like, if I want to post a picture of me and my girlfriend on Instagram, I just have like hundreds of comments of people being like, yeah, Dennis System still works. Get her, bro.
That's just brilliant. Oh,
you can't escape it.
what a show.
It's incredible. The first 5 seasons are probably the best like sitcom television I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was on. Yeah, I was watching I went on was it? Oh, it was this past weekend. I watched. But probably at least 2 seasons. Just crushed them. It was so good. Just a very funny, like, first of all, just a show that's called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia made it this long. It's still running, and like the content is horrific.
It's the longest running sitcom, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is great though. They are so damn funny. Like, don't get me wrong, in the later seasons there's some ups and downs, but you're gonna run out of content when they throw out as many bangers as these guys do. And I don't know. It makes me feel good and disgusted at the same time that like there is actually a direct parallel between Babcock and Dennis. Like, It's insane that I can take all of his like sociopathic scenes, I can throw Babcock in and it totally works. I just did 2 of them, and that was without even trying. Gotta throw this out there from someone other than Sean Cosgrove. Important to note that his gold medals were quite a sham. Basically, we'll flip TV shows here. It was Dwight Schrute steering the ship. Taking us ashore, Michael. Oh shit. All right.